The Day Before is an open-world MMO zombie survival game. If you ever watched The Walking Dead and you wish you could have a crack at that, then you're in luck. With zombies everywhere across this post-apocalyptic version of America, you will be tasked with surviving in any way you can. On top of its third-person shooting mechanics, the game promises large-scale exploration and drivable, detailed vehicles that you can find scattered across the map or steal from fellow survivors. You can also steal other players' weapons and food. You can work in a team for survival and play with friends and family in your attempt to survive by scavenging for resources. A colony of survivors will help keep calm in the middle of the zombie-infested storm. You can also sell your collected loot and communicate with other players without fearing PvP gunfights. fntastic is an all-remote organization headquartered in Singapore, specializing in creating video games and software. The company announced the launch of The Day Before on January 27, 2021, which was later cancelled. In October 2021, the developers announced the game's release date as June 21st. While the fans were anxiously awaiting for the release of Steam's most wishlisted game, they were hit with bad news on June 6, 2022. fntastic released a statement saying that both fntastic and Mitona will shift their game from Unreal Engine 4 to the new, improved Unreal Engine 5. And because of that, the launch has been delayed and will release in March 2023. This news shook the fans because moving to a new system meant that all the game work was supposed to be redone along with integrating new technology. fntastic promised an uncut gameplay video before the game was released in March. Instead, the game disappeared from Steam while it was delayed until the end of 2023, partly because someone else allegedly managed to trademark the name of the game. However, they later changed their mind and said the delay was already in place before the trademark dispute. According to fntastic, the game takedown was triggered by a South Korean individual who claimed the trademark for The Day Before. Recently, a new announcement on Twitter revealed that the game would release on November 10, 2023, and would be available for the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. There is no word regarding a Steam Deck, Nintendo Switch, or Mac release. Unfortunately, the new gameplay trailer isn't perhaps the stunner fntastic could do with right now, consisting largely of aimless, actionless meandering around The Day Before's open-world city. The Day Before held the #1 spot for quite a while. The upset in the rankings comes after it was the subject of the ongoing controversy regarding the inner workings of fntastic. fntastic has released a 10-minute video of raw gameplay footage from The Day Before, an open-world MMO survival set in a deadly post-pandemic America overrun by flesh-hungry infected and survivors killing each other for food, weapons, and cars. There's a brief look at the game's crafting and weapon modification menus, and a handbag gets looted at one point, but there's almost no gunplay beyond the occasional underwhelming pop at a distant zombie or two. All in all, it's a pretty muted reappearance for The Day Before, and certainly less eye-catching than the brief snippet of RTX-enhanced gameplay shared last year, which perhaps won't do much to assuage detractors. Still, with another 9 months to go until The Day Before arrives, there's still time for fntastic to start changing minds. fntastic recently described its employees as volunteers separated into two categories: full-time and part-time. Full-time volunteers are few and salaried, while the part-timers get cool rewards, participation certificates, and free codes. Considering the game is highly anticipated, the revelation that not all of its employees were paid and that the developer was accepting volunteer work to get the game done did not go over exceptionally well with many. fntastic rebuffed claims about the game being a scam by saying, "We didn't take a penny from people. No crowdfunding, no pre-orders, no donations. The game is fully funded by Mitona, one of the largest mobile publishers in the world, who check the game's build at every milestone per our contract." Mitona's annual revenue, according to Statista, was $42 million in 2022. A quick look at the biggest mobile gaming publishers in the world shows that Mitona isn't even close to the top 10. It emerged that the game is being developed mainly by volunteers and has ripped assets from several other titles, which can be spotted in the short gameplay clips. After the trailer release, the gaming community went into a wild conspiracy goose chase to see if the game or the company itself was real. In a post on Twitter, YouTube channel Force Gaming posted a series of clips on screenshots and revealed that there was a clear comparison between the Day Before's trailer and the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War's Zombies mode. Force Gaming claimed that not only is the framing, composition, and color similar, they're also in the exact same order, one after the other. The channel revealed that the developers emulated most of the content from the game Black Ops Cold War and the Snow Runner. Later, subreddits, forum threads, and Discord channel users accused the game developers of plagiarizing the game. Some users even took to Twitter and shared some images and clips comparing the gameplay trailer with Black Ops Cold War Zombies. There was clear evidence that showed a resemblance and that the developers were involved in plagiarism. After facing criticism, fntastic could have stopped there and left people to wonder. Still, they released a video just 40 seconds long showing a man at a computer supposedly playing The Day Before live. If anything, this makes it seem even more suspicious. Now people are analyzing that second video like the Zapruder film, trying to match up the man's hand movements with the actions on screen to try and prove or disprove it. People also noticed that the assets in the trailer appeared to have been purchased from the asset packs. The yellow tow trucks, school buses, fire trucks, and ambulances can be seen in the 10 minutes trailer. The assets are identical to the asset pack. Even the colors, text, and numbers are similar. Even the entire neighborhood, including the residential houses and modular packs, have been purchased from the asset pack first published by Prop House on the Unreal Engine marketplace. Some have also claimed that the trash in the trailer has been purchased from the Trash Props asset pack. The developers seemed too lazy to create props themselves, so they simply purchased the assets and inserted them into the game. The Day Before's 10-minute gameplay reveal shows a character running around an empty landscape and fiddling with their inventory, which now has 620,000 views in just over a day. The short proof video has 92,000, but the reaction is, for the majority, negative. The gameplay video has 8.3 thousand likes to 13,000 dislikes, an underwater ratio, and the proof video is even worse, 1,000 to 3,000. The point here is that there had to be 100 different ways to prove that this is a real game and real people are working on it, than a 30-second video of a guy at a computer. But that's what they went with. The Day Before has a linguistic and phonetic structure similar to The Last of Us. Not only that, but the game logo has the same font and style as The Last of Us. There's the fact that every trailer so far has been scripted, with no evidence of how it plays in the hands of a regular person. Each scene seems carefully choreographed to show the game in action while telling us little about what it's really about. There are many still post-apocalyptic scenes, a car driving through some countryside, a very bland-looking gunplay with no standout mechanics to note, and a shopping mall that seems to contain a Cineworld. Everything looks derivative and borderline copycatting. The trailer looks like the COD Zombies trailer has been copied on a frame-by-frame basis. While this could be a massive coincidence, the game's controversial status doesn't improve this situation. So the question, is The Day Before a real game? Sure, in some capacity. Anyone that's finding themselves buying into this project should keep their expectations in check, as fntastic is receiving unearned hype just based on how it's operating its social media channels. This is another game revealed in not having much media scrutiny around it, but it seems that time has now passed for fntastic. In a panic to assure people it's making a real game of some sort, it put out that 10-minute trailer to quiet everyone down. But it seems to have had the opposite effect it intended, and the goodwill the game once had is now fading away into pure skepticism. the developers have avoided showing raw gameplay, have delayed the game before, and seem to have an excuse for everything. The developers have denied the allegations that this whole game is a scam, and that fntastic and its publisher Mitona are confident in the final product. The day before has experienced a rough road to release, but things are looking up for the title. fntastic's decision to release the game simultaneously on consoles and PC displays a focus on delivering expectations and rebuilding anticipation. It is impossible not to wonder whether fntastic will be able to deliver on the massive promises it has made. Only time will tell what comes of the day before. It may be everything it is aiming to be. We'll just have to wait and see. So what are your thoughts on the game? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're at it, make sure to leave us a like, share this video with your friends, and also subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time for more.